And
welcome to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. My name's John.
And I'm Kim.
And we thank you for stopping by on a Wednesday night.
Wednesday evening.
It's Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day.
And we hope you have a happy Hump Day.
We hope you've had a happy Hump Day.
And we have there has been no fires today.
No fires today.
Everything was pretty clean that way.
Looks like they're getting a little bit of gain on the Mariposa fire.
Yes, the Mariposa fire now is officially listed at 40% contained, and CAL FIRE is usually very conservative on these. So if you say once it gets to that 40-50% containment level,
that's good news.
They're usually giving themselves a way out because obviously they may have a flare up or something like that. But usually once they get to that 40-50% range, they're fairly well underhand.
Yes, but they will be, I'm sure, spending a lot of time mopping it up.
They will.
Right.
With 30-some thousand acres, I bet they'll be mopping up. I bet there'll be guys on scene for mop-up for...
next month or so.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are currently 3,792 firefighters, including quite a few from our local area fighting this blaze.
Including Hannah's husband.
Yeah, including Hannah's husband. He is there right now. He's there for the next 31 days.
Yeah.
And they're newlyweds. It's kind of a sad thing, really. She actually said she was... I don't want to get her in trouble, but... She was enjoying her time alone a little bit.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
But then you scared her by saying that all the
Kim,
the fireman babes were fireman groupies were probably hanging around.
They're very impressed with firemen, so there's probably groupies.
Yeah, they probably are. I'm sure.
Kind of like a rock band.
Yes,
right?
I'm sure there are fireman groupies. Yes.
Yeah.
But she has nothing to worry about, as they are very much in love.
And they've been together for like 10 years.
Like 6 years. Oh. Yes. So I don't think she has anything to worry about.
All right.
So good job, firefighters, again, for doing a great job. We received a press release today from Bob Lawton's office.
Yes, this is exciting stuff. Looks like already they have a interim CDA director lined up. Now, this man's resume, his name is John E. Taylor. He has not been confirmed yet. He'll have to be confirmed by the Board of Supervisors. Yes. But this was an addendum to the agenda for next Tuesday. Okay. So they're looking at adding this to where, and also they're looking at is that it would have basically a zero net impact on the county's budget because his pay rate would be at basically the rate of pay that was currently in place for the outgoing CDA director. And he has 26 years. We'll read this a little more in here. And
he's coming from Solano County. Bob Lawton's bringing him in, correct?
I believe so. All right, here we go. Johnny Taylor has 30 years of senior and executive management experience in California's public and private sectors. During his career, Mr. Taylor has led 2 counties' planning and building agencies, served as deputy county administrator in 2 counties, and served as general manager for solid waste companies and their landfill operations. Approval of the resolution will require no amendment to the county budget. Let's see, and he would be compensation of $75 an hour, but there would be no accruals for sick time, vacation time, holiday pay, health insurance, or other employee benefits. Okay. So that's just straight.
All right. And
currently the position is budgeted for, with bennies and everything else, for approximately $83 an hour. So it would actually be
huge pay cut.
Oh, yeah.
I was making $75 an hour.
But it'll also save the county like $6 an hour. Yeah, all right. Okay. During his 26 years in California county government, Mr. Taylor served more than 7 years at the head of departments directly responsible for all county planning and building functions. In El Dorado County, Mr. Taylor spent more than a year as acting director of the Community Development Department, which included the divisions of planning, building, environmental health, local agency formation, LAFCO, and recreation. In Solano County, Mr. Taylor served more than 6 years as director of environmental management, responsible for that agency's divisions of planning, building, environmental health, as well as the county's LAFCO.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, I don't think he's got a lot of good experience.
You want me to stop?
No, I'm just, in a nutshell, it sounds like he's got a lot of good experience.
Yes. Well, I thought we'd just read this because there's been a lot of... Yes. There's been a lot, and normally we try not to read lengthy stuff because we know it's not always great TV.
Well, obviously it bores you because you always start yelling when you read. So
there's nothing to do with the subject matter.
I know.
Anyway,
something you do,
see.
It's funny.
In the private sector, Mr. Taylor spent more than 4 years consulting to and on the staff of 2 large California solid waste agencies. His responsibilities included management of operations of 17 active landfills, in addition to associated planning, compliance, remediation, and closure issues for those sites. In seeking candidates for this interim position, staff consulted with representatives of various statewide associations and contacted recently retired officials in Northern California. Staff recommends Mr. Taylor for your board's approval based on his background, experience, and qualifications.
Okay.
So, and we spoke with CAO Lawton tonight. He was at the Taxpayers Association fundraiser.
Yes.
We spoke to Mr. Lawton tonight, and he said he has already met with members of the planning and building departments. Both Jeff White and also Bob Selman have his vote of confidence for the head of their respective departments for planning and building. So it looks like staff should be reassured there. And also you can tell from Mr. Lawton, it's important from his department, the county department, that they get have a real clear
clear transition. That would be nice if it's a nice, clean transition,
yes.
wouldn't it?
So
For everybody involved.
and I guess and also I think it will help, because I mean obviously this has been a very contentious last few weeks and couple months, to where I think it will also help people put a lot of the stuff behind them and move on to other things.
Let's try to find the article on the taxpayers dinner that we attended this evening. Now I can't find it.
Can't find it? It's down a ways.
It's down a ways.
It is.
So John went and rubbed shoulders with who this evening?
Tonight?
Yes. At the Moaning
Yeah,
Caverns.
this was a lot of fun. At Moaning Caverns, this nice setting up on top of the hill there. At Moaning played host between 5 and 6. All the members that showed up for the fundraiser for the Calaveras County Taxpayers Association
could do the zip line.
Yeah.
Take a little cave exploring, do the zip line.
Ken Churches.
Ken Churches. And Ken Churches...
He even sent home some little...
he wouldn't let us leave it.
Some goodie
some
boxes.
very, very good food.
Yes.
Very nice.
Thank you. The kids and
Very,
myself
very
loved
nice.
it.
Yes,
I loved it. Thank you.
And want to say thank you for giving us the goodie bags to
the
go.
goodie bags.
And
So they had cavern tours, zip lines between 5 and 6 p.m. And they had a guest speaker who was John Capal, president of Howard Jarvis Taxpayer Association.
Yep.
Also was there. And let me see. Do you want me to read any more of this?
Go ahead.
Okay, let me see. Kupal, an attorney who successfully argued the term limits Proposition 140 before the California Supreme Court, has been HJTA president since 1999. Prior to that, he served as the organization's director of legal affairs. He is the principal author of Proposition 218, the Right to Vote on Taxes Act, which was approved by voters in 1996. HJTA, which is, again, the
Howard Jarvis Tax Association,
is a statewide organization founded by Proposition 13 co-author Howard Jarvis. Its mission is the protection of Proposition 13 and the advancements of taxpayers' rights. The association takes an active role in state tax policy, and it was instrumental in the defeat of Proposition 88, which would have allowed the state to impose a statewide property tax. So, you rubbed shoulders with who? Ken Churches?
Mr. Rohrbacher from Senator Cox's office was also there.
Yes.
And we understand in what...
They said that occasionally they watch this newscast.
They do. So,
thank you very much.
Why, I don't know, but I'm just kidding.
It's all the really valuable information we impart, isn't it? Isn't that it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what else happened today?
Oh, let's see. What other exciting stuff like that? Also, a little bit more on this.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And yeah, it was
Didn't
good.
mean to interrupt you.
No, it's a good group on hand. Probably under 100, but it was pretty good. I mean, a nice turnout. I think everybody was pleased.
Nice.
And kind of an interesting little local thing is, let's see, Magic Trips by Oldie the Old Corner, Harmonica Tunes by Doug Parrish of Seas Bay Marine Covers.
Oh.
Now, Doug Parrish, he used to own King Parrish.
Okay. So now he's doing marine covers.
Yeah. So.
Great. Okay.
And so that was it.
All right. Mervyn's filed for bankruptcy.
Yes, they did.
We have a couple comments on that. Did you see that?
Yes. Now,
Somebody.
there's an interesting thing here, and in some ways it's kind of funny.
Filed bankruptcy. It was actually in her defense. Yes. So Mervyn's the leading mid-tier department store chain in
California. The Southwest announced today that it and certain of its affiliates filed voluntary petitions for relief under Chapter 11 in the United States Bankruptcy Court in the United States Bankruptcy Court for the District of Delaware to restructure the company's debt and realign its business operations.
See if I can find my camera here. Keep
The
going.
company intends to work with its constituencies to execute its reorganization through Chapter 11. What are you looking for, John?
Just looking
Mervyn
for my
stores will
camera.
remain open and business will continue as the company moves through the bankruptcy process.
Wrong camera. Okay.
Why are you
nothing to
looking
see here.
for your camera?
I was going to see if I can pull pictures of our...
I would show those tomorrow night.
We'll show them tomorrow night.
All right.
All right. We'd also like to welcome a new advertiser to our site.
Yes.
And also to the business, we'd like to welcome Trinitas Olive Oil.
Yes.
Thank you very much for
Thank you.
sponsoring PineTree.net and also in conjunction our news.
Yes,
So,
thank you.
and they make estate bottled olive oil on
Which is very good.
beautiful on their beautiful golf course and olive orchard out there in the Valley
They actually been
Springs area.
bottling it since, gosh, what year I was reading? I didn't realize that.
2003.
Yes. And thank you very much for the free bottle.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
Now, did we talked about the squirrels? Did we ever already
No,
talk
not
about
yet.
the
Well, we have to
squirrels?
talk. We got the official report on the fire that happened yesterday.
Yep.
And it was caused by a DUI. It was closed at 78 acres. I bet they're still mopping it up today. And that was a fire out on Appaloosa Road. We received the official report on that today. We have not talked squirrels because we got that about 12:03 a.m. this morning when I received it from our
It's
Pine
kinda
Tree
funny.
peddler. Brett Loring is now saying he should.
That's right. We were talking Mr. Torty last night.
No, we talked about Mr. Torty.
Yes,
Mr.
so-
Torty was going to be at Murphy's Nursery
Yes.
on Saturday. So
And
make
we
sure
didn't want to get Mr. Torty graffiti.
No, we didn't.
He's there to make an appearance, sign autographs. We said, you're welcome to bring like a permanent marker or something,
but don't plan on using
but
it on
don't
him.
use it on Mr. Torty,
No.
right?
No.
Because you want to keep his shell for 80 years. He's
Yes.
probably an octogenarian
Yes,
tortoise.
exactly.
And
We received this story. Mr. Brett Loring is the principal of Hazel Fisher, and he's our Pine Tree peddler. He's an avid cyclist, but he thought, you know what, I should be
Death
your
ride pictures, all kinds of stuff.
He says something about he feels like somebody from the Wild Kingdom or something in his email late last night.
Yes. He's
He
got
had
the
an
whole Yule
experience-
Gibbons thing.
Yes, he
going
does.
on, huh?
He had an experience which he calls Operation Cone Zone, which he is fairly new to the Arnold area,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got what we've experienced in the past.
But he's visited his sister here a
Yes,
lot.
Lisa Reynolds.
Lisa Reynolds.
Who just is getting newly married, I believe.
Is that soon?
I think so. I think it was very soon. Yes, like
Wow.
a couple weeks ago.
Oh, like she's already married?
I'm not sure about that. I think that's what he said, or maybe is coming up. I'm not
We
sure.
better check our dates.
We better.
Yeah.
We better.
Yeah.
So he had
I wonder
apparently
if she's
a
going to do that
squirrel.
as like an official visitors bureau event where you invite. Okay, we're going off on a tangent.
You know what? I think it's the same weekend as the next cycling event that's coming up. The Bear Valley Adventure. What's that?
Oh, up there?
Yeah. I think she's getting married that weekend, so Brett wasn't sure if he was going to be able to attend the cycling event.
Oh, you mean
She's getting married that weekend.
so he's actually going to his sister's wedding
Instead of covering
covering
a
something?
cycling event for us.
Oh,
Can you believe it?
man.
What's up with that?
Where's the commitment?
I don't know.
Man.
He's probably in the wedding or something.
Talk about
you know?
misplaced priorities.
I know.
Oh.
So it's that same weekend. That's coming up here in August.
Okay.
The
All
Bear
right.
Valley. What's it called? The Adventure
The adventure ride
Weekend or whatever. Yeah, the
Okay.
sports weekend. We'll talk about that later. The sports festival, I think it's called.
Sure.
Okay. So Brett Loring has
The
sent us a
Adventure
story.
Sports.
Yes, something like that. Operation Cone Zone. It sounded like a bomb hitting the house early one morning this past week. Carefully pulling back the curtains, I peered outside, half expecting to find a huge tree laying across the deck. Instead, what appeared to be an elongated hand grenade neatly placed in the middle of the walkway. Cautiously, I stepped outside, and while investigating the scene, there was another kaboom. That sent me scurrying for cover under our front porch overhang, bouncing off the chalet roof with such force that organic shrapnel went flying around me. A narrowly escaped, becoming the ground zero of a well-placed 3-pound conifer grenade, a shiny green, sap-laden sugar pine cone.
There we go.
So apparently it was Attack of the Squirrel.
And they
Squirrel
do
gone
that.
nuts. They do. My son, remember when Granger used to go outside? He would say when we lived in Arnold. He would
thought
say
they were aiming at him.
He says, "I swear." He says they're aiming right at me, Mommy. I'm telling you right now. There's a squirrel out there that throws those at my head every time I go outside. And we have some really cute pictures, close-ups of this squirrel. Actually,
I was slipping the squirrel some nuts on the side, just so it. Yeah, I was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quite a cute story, and we'd like to thank you for that. There's actually a couple comments on that. And it's quite amusing. He sent us one last week on the experience with the skunk in the house.
Mr. Stinky.
He is Mr. Stinky.
Yes, so now he's got squirrels, skunks.
Yes. Tonight at the Bear Valley Music Festival was the Best of Broadway Pops.
And I really wanted to get up there to that, but
I know, we didn't make it. Featuring Robin Fisher and David Gagnon. The evening was a festival favorite, full of fun, smiles, and fond memories. So,
I did see a bus today, though.
You did?
I bet there was a bus heading up Highway 4 that I bet was
It looked like it had some important people in there.
Well, it looked like it was full of people heading on up to the Bear Valley Music Festival.
Okay.
So,
all right.
I think there were buses full heading up there.
Good. That's great.
Yeah.
What else happened today? Let me see. They have the Calaveras Arts Music in the Park this evening also at West Point Elementary.
I know. This was the Black
stuff.
Irish Band out there. Now, the Black Irish Band, they do a really great job. In fact, we should have top posted. We have some video clips of the Black Irish Band playing in the Ironstone Caves.
Maybe we will do that since we missed it this evening. We'll put that up later.
Yeah,
How about that? Yes.
And also a little bit on Tuolumne County news. There was a shooting over last night where there was a man that was attempting to rob a convenience store that was shot twice by deputies. Last heard that he had not perished, but he was in serious condition at Sonora Regional Medical Center for gunshot wounds, and also another, I guess, tangentially crime-related issue with Tuolumne County from the escaped inmate that escaped from the Sierra Conservation Center a couple weeks ago, and this is something that you could almost smell. This is like you could just tell.
When I told him about it, he said, "I had a feeling."
And because if you may recall, there was a historic home that a Hollywood producer had built that Michael J. Fox, Clint Eastwood had stayed in or something when they were doing movies here in the area. That actually burned down, and coincidentally, it was one night after this guy had escaped from the prison. When he was picked up, he had jewelry on him, and they have traced the jewelry to the home that burned down. Okay. So, and of course, he has claimed that he found the jewelry outside of the home that burned down.
All right.
But that sounds pretty coincidental.
Maybe. Well, you're not sure.
That's true.
That.
I mean, he could have. It could have just been laying.
Yeah, it could have just been laying there. You're right.
Whatever jewelry you have, you keep outside.
Yeah,
don't you?
I don't really have any.
I know, but I mean, a little coffee can out there outside. It's better than inside, right?
Yes. Okay, be nice. Be nice.
And also coming up on board agenda is the reverse 911 system will be discussed, right?
Okay. Can you talk about that a little bit? Yeah, talk about that a little bit, because I'm not real familiar.
And this is something that Supervisor Thomas had talked to us about 6 months ago or so as well, is being able to have the reverse 911 system that the Calaveras County has in place for outbound calls. And this would have seemed like a pretty good use of that. But we understand with the Sheriff's Department, a little brief discussion, we may get some more information on this, is that some of the funds that purchased the system were Homeland Security funds and stuff. So there may actually be some departmental rules on use of this. Not really sure, but I know one of the things is there will be discussion between Supervisor Thomas, the Sheriff's Department and stuff, on actually being able to have expanded uses of the reverse 911 system.
Okay.
For those who are not familiar with it, basically they can target a block. So, for example, if there was an escaped inmate, that would be really good a lot of things that a lot of you in the Copperopolis area would want to know, since you are next door neighbors of the prison over there, to be able to do outbound calls. Now, we understand that in some ways The outbound call system basically just calls everybody, and will leave a message or indicate when it did not pick up something. They use this for fire evacuations, to other instances like Office of Emergency Services issues. And
so Russ Thomas wants to put it in place?
Well, they already have the system.
Okay.
They want to have it so it's expanded use of the system.
Okay. So they are using it currently?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, it's a system that's in place.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So that'll be discussed at the Board of Supervisors meeting on Tuesday, right? And tomorrow evening is another Bear Valley Music Festival favorite, the County Line Trio at 7 p.m. tomorrow evening. And Friday evening will be a tribute to the Beatles. And then Saturday is the Teddy Bear Picnic and Fun Concert. That's a great time for the kids if you've never been.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
Very popular. There's all kinds of fun stuff. There's music. There's face painting. I think even they're going to have a petting zoo this year.
Really?
All kinds of fun stuff going on up there.
And I think a Boy Scout troop
Yes.
is going to be doing pancake breakfast.
That's right, serving pancake breakfast. Yes.
Now this is basically, so the Boy Scouts, they can be lions in training.
Yes, exactly.
Right? So that way they can start off, and that way when they grow to adulthood and they go to join the Lions or whatever, they're going to say, okay, why should we let you in the Lions? Right? The kids can go, well, we know that one of the bigger fundraisers for at least the Arnold's Lion Club is your pancake breakfast, right?
Yes.
And since since the Arnold Lions, they set a one-day record this last over the 4th of July of, well over like 800 pancakes meals in one
weekend or one day?
One day.
Wow.
That was one day.
Wow.
So if you figure 2 or 3 pancakes plus all the sausage and eggs, you figure that's like 3,000 pancakes plus a. So what they're going to ask, ham. Okay, so what they're going to ask is if you're going to join the Lions is, okay, we know you say you did a pancake breakfast. How many did you serve? Can you flip? They're going to want to know. I mean, if you're going to graduate from Boy Scouts to Lions, they're going to want to know.
Yes, they are.
Right? I mean, because this is serious stuff in this area. I mean, along the Ebbets Pass corridor and other Lions groups as well. It's one, they want to know probably social standing in the community and everything else, but
can you flip a pancake?
Can
you make a Mickey Mouse pancake?
Mickey Mouse pancake.
Happy face.
Right. Now, egg skills. All right. Well, I mean, what if we get omelet skills, egg skills? These are important things. I mean, you don't think that if you're going to join the Boy Scouts, but that's one of those. So this next week, Teddy Bear Picnic.
This weekend.
Weekend. So Boy Scouts, pressure's on, because if you screw up, the odds of getting in the Lions, at least some of the local clubs, they significantly. And I don't know if they have I don't know if you have to audition, get like a camp stove, and they have you like on your mark, get set, go, and don't know. And I don't know, do the Boy Scouts, do they have like a pancake badge now that you can earn?
You have to ask Rich Katowski. He can tell you.
Yeah, Rich. No,
Rich Katowski.
Like an egg merit badge.
I don't know.
No yoking.
No yoking.
All right. Okay.
All right.
I think we've worn that one out.
Speaking of caves, we spoke of caves earlier. We probably should have brought this up earlier.
And we were at the caves.
Yes. Grammy Award-winning artist returns to Moaning Cavern. This Saturday, August 2nd from 6 p.m. to 7:30, Moaning Caverns will welcome back Native American flutist Mary Youngblood and the Northern California Flute Circle for a third, backed by popular demand, concert inside the cavern, located at 5350 Moaning Cave Road in Vallecito. Let me see. Reservations can be made by calling 736-2708. Advanced reservations are highly recommended.
And we've heard that one of the things is they have a recording of this and everything else, but I don't think it does it justice, because I think the acoustics of actually being in the chamber is
I can imagine.
Is pretty.
You actually went to.
Incredible.
We were just talking about when you went to last year.
Pretty
right?
incredible.
No, it was the band we were talking about that was the music in the parks tonight. They were in the caves, right?
That was in the Ironstone Caves.
Oh, in the Ironstone Caves. Sorry about that.
Yeah, the wine caves.
Okay, the wine caves. Different caves. Sorry.
Different caves. So, around here, you got to know where your caves are. There's the big ones, like Moaning Caverns.
Which I didn't like that cave.
My wife is not a spelunker.
No, I got claustrophobic.
She says that she's up for the zip line.
I probably would have preferred the spelunking. I didn't like going up that stairway. That was too. I think so.
So you'll do a Superwoman.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Superman and Wonder Woman, right? who wore our costumes?
Yeah. I don't think anybody would believe it, though.
Because I'm certainly not Wonder Woman, that's for sure.
All right.
All right, but you are Superman, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and also this weekend is the Independence Hall Flea Market, which we haven't talked a whole lot about.
Not enough about.
Not enough about. The 29th annual, and this is one of the best flea markets in the area by far.
None.
The 29th annual Independence Hall Flea Market will be held August 2nd and 3rd in White Pines. It is a mall.
It's a mall.
And volunteers are working hard to get the hall and donated items ready for the event. They've been collecting donated items all year.
They were working on them today when I went past there. I should have taken a shot.
Yes. Well, we'll be back up there tomorrow, and I have to go to the dentist, so maybe you can do that tomorrow. Right?
So
maybe I can.
I'm going to go rummage around.
Well, I'll do. Yeah, you can go take some pictures.
All right. Should we talk weather for a couple minutes?
Sure. Uh-oh.
Because we have
There's my lovely friend.
The little orange circles.
Yes, I don't like those orange circles.
All right, here we go. We'll start out the top, farther up the hill. Arnold, 67, 88, 64, 90, 66, 85, 66, and 86. We'll take you out through Sunday. So it looks like the warmest day will be Friday. Bear Valley, absolutely perfect weather. Yes. 79, 50, 48, 80, 52, 75, 51, 77. So, if you want to enjoy nature's air conditioner, go up to Bear Valley, go to Lake Alpine, check into a cabin, pitch a tent. Mm-hmm. It'll be absolutely perfect, right? Yes.
They're actually having the family rock climbing event on Saturday up there as well, remember? Or Sunday, I think. Well, one of the days up there this weekend.
The family that climbs together?
You know what? I think that was last weekend.
Oh, it was?
Gone, yes.
The family that climbs together?
Stays together.
Together?
Exactly.
Because they're roped together, right? They don't have a choice? Is that
exactly.
Got them all tied, just carabinered to each other?
Yes, okay. Hurry up with weather.
All right, sorry. Okay, 92, 61, 93, 60, 91, 60, and 91. Those are Murphy's temps. Okay.
Ooh, here comes the orange sun.
On down to Angels Camp.
There we go.
Copperopolis, Valley Springs, San Andreas. Parts of it you'll be flirting with the century mark, which isn't, it's better than like 114 we had a couple of those days, but it's like 20 degrees cooler.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, here we go. 67, 97, 63, 97, 60, 95, 60, and 95. Yes. And then a couple of the climbs you will be flirting with the century mark. So, that's it.
I also want to remind you we have a new advice columnist, Jenny Back.